Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from the monthly Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the roundup, you can hit that eye up in the top right corner of the screen, or if you'd like to know more about the game, you can follow the link down in the show notes. And with that out of the way, let's talk about Forest Shuffle. And up till now, I've been mentioning how, hey, I've been knocking some things down for my wife. This one's knocked down more for me because this was tied for my wife's favorite game of the month. She gave this a rare 5 out of 5 stars. She loved it so much. And I suspect as more people get to play this game from Lookout Games, a lot of people, I could see this game making a top 10 of the year list. Honestly, my wife, she said, yeah, this blows Wingspan away. And and it's up there with Earth for her. She loved it so much. What is it though? This is a card game where you have a bunch of cards in your hand, and these are there's three types of cards broadly: trees, and then other plants and animals. Flora and fauna plus trees. And if you play a tree in front of you, that becomes the epicenter that you can surround with other plants and animals. And it's a very, very sharp game. Because there are so many different animals. Actually, wait, I'm trying to remember, are there other plants or is it all? Is it just trees and animals? I might be wrong. I'm starting to get this mixed up in my head with Earth, quite frankly. I think I am. I think it's just trees and animals. And once you planted a tree, which has its own way of scoring points, it can become the epicenter for up to 4 animals that you can play around it. And each one of those animals has its own unique way to score points. There are so many varieties. Set collection things, things that trigger other things that want to be away from other things that want to be next to other things. And as you play more and more trees and get more and more animals around it, and and sometimes some animals can even let you stack multiple animals in a given direction on a tree, your possibility space explodes. There are so many different ways you could chase after points in this game, based on the types of trees you're getting, based on the types of animals you're getting, and all of it driven by a draft. Because to play, in the greatest race for the galaxy, style, to play these cards, to play these trees, or to play these animals to your trees, you have to give up other cards. You have to discard them to the central board, and then suddenly, I need to play this card, but I'd have to give up this fox to do it. And I see you're specializing in foxes. Am I going to put that fox up there for you to get Lost City style? I'm nervous about it, but I need to play this because it's going to be central to my overalls. Do I hold on to this fox and keep it away from you and wait until you don't care about foxes anymore and wait until I can play something else, or do I play this now? And so that interaction, and particularly because one thing is, if the central board gets completely overloaded with cards, they all get wiped away. Just disappear. So your timing can be, I'll give up these cards to play this, knowing that you won't get them because it's going to wipe the entire thing. So there's a lot of brinksmanship and timing involved with all of that as well. But if all that weren't enough, there's one other thing that makes this game really stand out. The animal cards each animal card actually has 2 animals. Either there's a horizontal split, one on the left, one on the right, or there's a vertical split. A vertical split, one on the left, one on the right, or a horizontal split, an animal on top, an animal on bottom. So every animal card you have in your hand is actually 2 cards. And so if you've got a bunch of animals, you don't have 5 cards in your hand, you've got 10 cards in your hand that you're trying to balance, knowing that, hey, if I play this butterfly, I'm saying goodbye to this toad. If I play this stag beetle, I'm saying goodbye to this bird. And that's cool. That it just, again, this game overloads you, almost overwhelms you once you get a big hand of cards going with all the different options for how you can patchwork all these things together. My problem with the game, the thing that keeps it lower for me, is that split card thing, because I found it as I've got 6 or 7 cards, and I fan them all out, and I know I'm only seeing half of all the cards in my hand, and I can't just fan them the other way because they're split on the top and bottom and left and right. So I've got to just kind of didn't I have a hedgehog? Where's my hedgehog in here? I can't find it. Is it on any of these cards? Did I get rid of it? Did I discard my hedgehog and now I need it? Is it still back there? Oh, wait, here it is. It's on the bottom of this card. Why didn't I see that? Or even worse, it was on the bottom of this card that I tucked under so that I could get this magpie on this particular tree. And I think it's great because it literally doubles the depth of your decision space because you've got so many ways to deploy these different animals. But oh man, it gets cumbersome. And for me, I found myself kind of thinking, oh, this is kind of a pain to try and keep track of double the number, and I almost wish they didn't do that. Or they, I mean, I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing to have all this variety, all these options. My wife loved it. Tied for her best game. I probably will be in her top 10 of the year, quite frankly. Whereas for me, I just like, I don't know. Maybe it's not you, Forrest Shuffle. It's me. I suspect a lot of people, as more people get their hands on it, again, are going to love this. Are going to agree with Jen. They're going to be saying, "Oh, Earth, that's yesterday's news. It's all about Forrest Shuffle. Wingspan, haven't you tried Forrest Shuffle? Because it does so much, so well." So tightly and compactly and smartly. The design is great. And maybe it's just me that I have a hard time keeping double the number of animals in my head at one point. It was just a bit too overwhelming, which is why I knocked it down a few. And Forrest Shuffle comes in at number 16 of the month. But mark my words, this is going to make top 10 lists. No two ways about it. And thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you'd like to see some more, over on the left, you can find a playlist of a whole bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. Up in the top right, there's the latest thing that's been added to the channel. And in the bottom right, you've got something YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.